Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. I'm speaking quietly because it's a little bit late here and I can't make noise when I do this video, but you know what guys, I really wanted to get this out there. So for the last couple of days I've been kind of hovering about the Discord, reading on some of this, but I've been really busy, so I wasn't too involved in the conversation. But this is what you're seeing up here. So here's something from Taki Udon. So if you're unaware who Taki Udon is, he is a YouTuber that mainly what I know him from covering various handheld devices. Well, if you're a regular on the channel, you know I like handheld devices, and he's reviewed quite a lot of them, and I've watched his reviews, and previously in the past I've based my purchasing decisions based on feedback or a review received from Taki Udon. So a while ago he kind of popped over to the Discord. He was asking about some handhelds, some FPGA gaming handhelds. He was gathering some feedback from the community, but this just kind of popped out of the blue. So Taki Udon says hello world, and what we're seeing here guys is we are seeing a clone of the DE10 Nano for well less than half the price of the DE10 Nano. Now I'm definitely excited about this. Now there is some skepticism, there's definitely more excitement, right? So guys, this is going to be one of my rough around the edges video. We're going to talk about this, we're going to look at some of the chatter that's gone on and just some stuff. All of this information is publicly available. It's on the MiSTer FPGA Discord. I will leave a direct link to where this conversation started if you do want to follow. It's a great place to get anything MiSTer related. I'm always on there. Feel free to ping me and say hello. I'll also leave a link to my Discord if you want to join it and come and chat. But guys, this is very interesting. So the DE10 Nano is last time I checked it was around $225, $235, around that kind of mark, right? This is priced to be at around $100. So what we're going to do in this video guys, I'm going to go through a few slides. I've put together like a quick PowerPoint with just some kind of images on there. So here we go, another one here from Taki, another message here from Taki Udon. All this stuff is posted on Discord unless I say otherwise. So it's the same chip, they just made a different SKU. And here we go, we've got, I think that's the clone board next to the DE10 Nano. Now just want to full disclosure here, you know I'm not the most tech guy, right? But I'm looking forward to this because if we get a cheaper clone, and you know, if it's 100% the same or it clones everything the same, sometimes in my experience clones that we've had have never been 100%. They might be able to do 90% of what the DE10 Nano can do, but even 90% would be higher. Now from what I understand, a lot of the stuff is working pretty much like Taki's having a lot of success on it, but it'll be nice to see this in action. I'll leave a link to Taki's channel in the description of the video. If you do want to check that out for yourself guys, then you can check that out, and hopefully in future he'll show stuff running on there. But just kind of clicking through this, so remember everything that you're seeing here is publicly available. That's why I've got everything on screen here. So Taki, okay, so what he's showing here is a review prototype, not for sale yet. I just know it's supposed to be around $100 with 128 megabytes RAM. And then Taki Udon, wait, the clone says MiSTer FPGA N10 revision 1.1. Yes, MiSTer FPGA. Does it work with the default image from Sorge? Taki Udon says yes. So again, exciting stuff here. And okay, so Taki Udon I was playing with it for like 12 hours yesterday. Here's the bottom, someone asked for it. So again, more pictures. If you want to get more involved in the conversation, you want to see all this for yourself, like I said, I'll leave a link to the MiSTer FPGA Discord, this exact conversation, and you guys can check it out. Now guys, I am excited about this. The more people that can come to FPGA gaming, absolutely awesome. Now generally for some clones, I'm always like, clones aren't good, and that's the general reputation about it. But in this case, this is a development board. It's made by Jurassic are the people that make it, but it's something that's subsidized by Intel. So it's a major company out there. But again, if we can have a cheaper entry point, I mean, just imagine if this can deliver as good as a DE10 Nano in the best case scenario, right? We've got a lot more people coming over to the MiSTer, hopefully, as well as users. It will bring other developers as well. And for me, from a channel perspective, if a lot more people get into the MiSTer, hopefully it will make my channel grow. So guys, if you're not subscribed, yeah, it would be really appreciated if you can. But let's now go over So here we go. If they can make this, I wonder why they don't just make it consoleized, like having all ports on one side, integrated USB, etc. And Taki Udon replies, it's happening. So I think there's another slide later. We'll kind of touch on that a little bit. Okay, what's interesting here is they're speaking about Tap 2. Can Tap 2 be done? Taki Udon says badass. So what I really like over here, there's a lot of feedback being gathered from the community. You know, like 6 face buttons, shoulder buttons, what kind of screen will it be? It'll be 480p or a 480p screen. That's, you know, twice integer scaling for a 240p screen. There's a lot of conversation happening. I can't cover all of it in this video. What I'm really doing this video for is to let you guys know, especially those of you that are have been holding out on getting a complete MiSTer setup due to how much it may cost you. Well, you know what, a cheaper option may well be coming out. It's something I intend to keep an eye on, and I'll likely buy it. I may not buy the board. I think that's what's releasing first. I may buy the first console that they release, but we'll talk more about it as we go into it, as the slides become more relevant. So this one over here, no, there are some power chips on the D10 NANO that are super expensive. Okay, again, I'm just kind of posting pictures and stuff here. Now again, guys, I never pretend to be the most technical guy, but I wanted to bring this stuff out there because you know what, this is just damn cool. And again, I'm doing a stealth mode video. That's why I'm not as loud as I usually am. So Taki Udon, I'm just going to read through the stuff here. I think the board will be available for sale at the end of May. Okay, wow, like we're at the end of April, so within a month the board will be available. The consoles that include everything from the existing main accessories will be after that, but it will use a different PCB layer and attempt to expose additional I/O pins for people to use. SD RAM soldered to the board. Okay, this is where I step in, and I've been really busy with work, so while I was kind of browsing through some of the conversations, I had to ask, right, you know, I'm a handheld guy, so Taki Udon, when do you think the clone handheld unit will be released? Definitely what interests me the most. And guys, I would love to have, even if it's a clone MiSTer, a handheld clone MiSTer, something that I can play in bed, something that I can take on road, would absolutely love it. So Taki answers, the flagship console will come first and then handheld. So as it stands now, for everything I've made out, and I apologize if I report anything incorrect here, but you can read all this stuff for yourself, guys. Originally the board, well, at first the board will come out, it'll be followed by a console and then a handheld console. Well, after that, 2 cheaper consoles. And you know what, it's polite to say thank you when someone answers your query. Again, I'm really looking forward to this. Likely I think the first one I do intend to pick up is the console, so I can run it on the channel. I can even do side by sides. I've actually got 2 capture cards now. Big shout out to Big Al for recommending me a cheap one that actually performs really well. So maybe I can even run exact identical cores side by side, and we can do some comparisons, even like live streams or whatever. So that's something to look forward to in the future. And what we've got here, okay, so here's a tweet from Taki Udon, just kind of showing, I think he tweeted this a few hours ago, 99 MiSTer FPGA board, and having a look at it. So I've done a quote retweet on that. Now guys, remember, as much as I'm excited, there's always some skepticism there. It's always worth seeing stuff, you know, when it's running, everything's all dandy, everything is good. That's what we want to see. We want to see games working, we want to see them running, right? So I'm looking forward to that, and when that happens, guys, I definitely intend to keep all you guys posted. But again, it's nice to see Taki tweet this. I just love the fact that they've got someone that does, or the company behind it has got someone that's into making videos about tech, knows his way around tech, definitely a lot more than me, but he's come to the right place to speak to members of the community, to get feedback. Now Taki, if you do actually watch this video, make sure we get a badass D-pad, right? I cannot emphasize how many things I try and it just has a bad D-pad. I mean, like even like my Asus ROG Ally, I kind of like it, but the D-pad's horrible. So I'm sure you're getting feedback, and good feedback from the community, and I hope to see you act on it, especially for like the handheld. The handheld just has to be banging. I mean, imagine that, guys. A MiSTer handheld for, I don't know, what would it be with the screen, all the extras in there, 250 bucks. One thing we know about Chinese manufacturers is they can do stuff cheap. I mean, I picked, okay, it's a little bit different, but I picked the Mio Mini Plus for £37 delivered. And guys, it's a damn good machine, right? And just kind of finishing here with the last screenshot. So that's a tweet following the last tweet that you saw, 100 plus 128 megabyte SD RAM for additional 15. So Taki says here, which is roundabout correct, right? This would cost you around $250 before today. It's now way cheaper to get into FPGA gaming. So guys, maybe a month from now, the clones are going to be out. Let me just go back onto like the first page, and yeah, so hopefully there'll be a clone out, it will perform. And guys, you know, if you're on the fence about MiSTer, especially if it's you know, the getting into it and paying a whole premium for it or paying a whole bunch of money for it, well, now you've got a cheaper way of getting in. I'm definitely going to be picking up, like I said, likely the consoleized version, unless obviously someone from my gang or someone from my Discord is like, look, pick up the board and we'll kind of help you get it up and running. Then I might just go for the board originally, but like I said, I'm not the most techie guy, so likely I'll wait for the console. But I'm really interested in doing side-by-side comparisons, actually running it with existing MiSTer cores, running, you know, the same image from Sorge on there, putting the cores on there, seeing if update all works, just putting it through the paces. Now remember, there'll be people like Taki that might be doing some technical stuff on there. I'm in it just for the games. I want to put on Super Turbo and I want to see, does it feel like the arcade game to me? But that's really it, guys. I wanted to get this out again. Once again, sorry for the whispering, but when it's late in my house, I haven't actually, okay, I'm kind of doing this in stealth mode, but that's it, guys. Sorry for the long ranty gang video, but this is exciting stuff to me, and I know it's kind of exciting to you guys as well. Do let me know your thoughts, what you think about clones. I'm definitely excited, maybe a little bit skeptical, but definitely more excited. Get a scale, excitement one side, skepticism one side. The excitement is nearly touching the floor, so just to kind of give you guys a visual representation of it. But that's it, guys. If you like this kind of video, you like FPGA gaming stuff, MiSTer Analog Pocket, Replay 2, any other kind of stuff out there, I intend to cover it all. Yeah, give it a thumbs up. If you really hated it, thumbs down. And if you loved it, guys, a subscription really helps out the channel. Anyway, big shout to everyone that watched. Be awesome to one another. Thank you, Taki Udon, for getting this information out there. I look forward to your video of stuff running. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.